Alright. Borderlands commentary that has absolutely nothing to do with the game whatsoever. So we're just going to continue that trend for the main quest because I have nothing at all to say about this game, and if I were to actually commentate it based on the content, then it would devolve into me saying every 5 seconds and being tons of silent periods. So deal with it. So 3DS. This is a nice video for me to talk about that. Oh man. Okay, so 3DS got shown. I really like how they are not forcing you to use 3D on it. That was the main thing that I got out of it. I like how that you can adjust the amount of 3D-ness. So if I wanted, I could make my games 2D. So I really like that. And from what they've shown from the launch titles for the 3DS, damn, that is quite a list. And having a Mario Kart game on it, I didn't actually look at all of the titles, but they're gonna have like Mario Kart, which was a huge success on the DS. I'll probably just find, yeah, they're gonna have Nintendogs and Nintendo Cats. Hopefully they, give you more things to do now with your Nintendogs. There's actually a huge list of games that are going to be launch titles that, are pretty big, like Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, which was Metal Gear Solid 3. So really, really nice launch titles. The only thing that I am concerned about with the 3DS is the Nintendo's policy of having to release a new version of their handheld every year. I mean, if I buy the 3DS, is there going to be next year the DS model that, or the 3DS model that is extremely superior to the one that I have, which is what actually happened with the normal DS. I got the regular DS on launch, the first version, and then they announced the DS Lite, which was so much more sleek, and it had a much better design on it. So I was kind of angry about that, and then I was thinking about getting the DS Lite, and then they announced the DSi, and then I'm thinking about the DSi, but then the DS XL comes out, which I wasn't really super interested in, but I'm sure that the year after that they're going to make one that's even more superior, and then they announce a entirely new handheld, and I don't have hundreds of dollars to spend on the DS every year, so I want one model that I'm going to be sure next year is not going to be a steaming pile of junk. So that's the only problem that I will ever have with that the DSi, or the 3DS. Ugh. So yeah, that's kind of my one complaint with it, but the lineup is just superb, and as long as they price the games right, I might get a few, or maybe it'll be good for pirating. We'll see. So yeah, that's kind of all I had to say about that, and I actually have all of the things that I was going to talk about on bookmarked. So I still got a ton of stuff. Oh, Paper Mario coming to the 3DS. That is going to be very, very nice. Just thought I'd throw that out there. And yeah, that's kind of all I had to talk about in this video. I still think we got like 2 minutes left. But there was kind of a funny thing that happened here where I did not know where I was supposed to go. I'll be honest. And it's actually to the left right there. I think I shot at it and then just turned my head, and for some reason it opened. I'm not sure if you have to shoot it or something, but it opened. So that stuff happens. And yeah, one more thing that I do want to talk about, since it's kind of something that is something I can say in probably 2 minutes, is Portal 2 announced for PS3. That's kind of a bombshell, because it was Gabe Newell just a few months ago talking about how the PS3 was horrible to develop for, and then he comes out on the Sony press floor and states that the PS3 is the most open platform, and I'm like, what? Come on, Gabe, quit flip flopping. And Gabe was talking out of his ass when he was saying that the PS3 was so much more difficult to develop for. He was talking about the Macintosh, how it was easy to, or the Mac was more open and the PS3 was closed, were his words. Which I find funny because the Macintosh and the PS3 both use OpenGL, whereas the Xbox 360 and the PC use DirectX, which is their version, which is why the PS3 and the Xbox 360 are so much more different to develop for. So I just thought it was kind of funny, and Gabe Newell just, when he was going out on that floor, he looked like he was gonna cry. Having to eat your words like that. And Gabe Newell, I always thought of him like a gentle giant, but it was kind of sad, both as it was almost like Valve was being humiliated by Sony for all of the crap they had gotten from Gabe Newell. But it's good. The more the merrier. Now everything has Valve games on it. We got Mac, we got PC, we got Xbox, we got the PS3.